Welcome to the D6 Family Ministry Podcast, a place where ideas, principles, and personalities come together to give you a ministry advantage that empowers the church and home.
I don't know anything more important in our society or in the kingdom of God than to help the church, help the family.
Discipleship is not an event, it's a way of life.
And one day it just hit me that discipleship at home was not about doing more. It was about inviting Christ into what we were already doing.
The goal of family ministry is not families sitting on the couch holding hands and singing Kumbaya. The ultimate goal is families that love God, love people, and make disciples of all peoples.
So that's why you're here. You're here to say 1 hour a week, as significant and as awesome as it is, we know that it's not enough and we want to be intentional with every hour.
You're listening to the D6 Podcast. Here are your hosts, Marianne Howard, Ron Hunter, and Josh Wooten.
Marianne, I got a question for you.
Okay.
I want to know, does your family, like mine, use YouTube videos kind of as an instruction booklet for anything? I mean, I got to confess, I do all the time. And I think I'm not alone in this.
Oh, yes. I mean, YouTube is the quick fix to anything. And it's so funny. I have this crazy story. Last week, my son's Xbox One started having issues and it was just creating a total black screen and he can't play Madden or 2K.
Into the world
to him. But he has an engineering mind. And his dad does too. So they watched a YouTube video, and Ron, I kid you not, all over my kitchen table, these gentlemen have pulled apart the Xbox One down to the motherboard.
Oh my word.
Down to the motherboard. They had to heat with my blow dryer this compound that makes the image work on the Xbox One. And they had to melt it down, put the Xbox One back together. And let me tell you, it is like Legos. They put it all back together. Lo and behold, he takes it back upstairs to his game room, hooks it all up. And guess what? It works perfectly.
No, if that were me, I'd have 20 pieces left over. Guaranteed that I have no idea where they go to.
Oh my goodness.
That's hilarious. I confess, in woodworking and other projects, I do it all the time. But I want to tell you, we do not need to rely on YouTube as our continuing education and ministry, do we?
No.
That is not where we learn how to do ministry with people. But doing projects, yes. I say all that to say that we've got guests today where we're going to introduce something wonderfully new for our audience. And I am praying that many of you will take advantage of this because you have a staff member. You have somebody in your church that could benefit from this. And it's a small investment in dollars and time to get an incredible return. And right now, I don't know about you, but with the stock market being where it is, we need a place we can get a good return on our investment. Okay? So having said all that, we're going to jump right in and listen to Dr. Deb and Dr. Denise share with us this incredible opportunity.
Registration for D6 2023 is now open. For a limited time, you can take advantage of the absolute best pricing for the D6 conference if you register now. The earlier you register, the more you save. Last year's conference sold out, so don't wait long to take advantage of this offer. Join us for the 2023 D6 conference, April 10th to 12th at the Marriott World Center in Orlando, Florida. This year's theme is All In, all your heart, all your soul, all your strength. Register now at d6conference.com.
I want to welcome to the D6 podcast our guests today, Dr. Denise Kjesbo and Dr. Deb Moncauskas. They are two incredible practitioners who are incredibly gifted with the scholarship of representing Bethel Seminary. And we have partnered with Bethel Seminary to offer a certificate to all of our D6 audience at the D6 conference. And so we're just going to jump right in. And before we get to the questions, tell me what brought you into ministry and wanting to equip students. I want them to get to know you before we get to the heart of this. So, I'm going to refer to you guys by your first names, but appropriately with honor. So, Dr. Denise, tell us why you're doing what you're doing, helping students, before we get to these nuts and bolts of what this is all about and how they can be blessed by being a part.
Well, thank you so much for hosting us today. It is an honor to be able to partner with you. We have the greatest esteem for D6 and for you, Dr. Ron Hunter. So it's just a joy to be able to be with you today. I am the professor and program director for the Master of Arts in Children's and Family Ministry at Bethel Seminary. I've been in that role for 22 years. And alongside that role, I've always been active in ministry in the local church because I'm deeply committed to both equipping people to serve children and families while also serving children and families myself. So it takes it away from the academic ivory tower. I'm right in there in the trenches with people. And I think that the very most important people in the whole church staff constellation are children's and family pastors. I think the work that children's ministry people do is unparalleled, and the foundation that is laid is absolutely critical. And so it is my great joy and privilege to have walked in this journey at Bethel Seminary for the last 22 years.
Well said, and I cannot agree more on the two places of emphasis. Dr. Deb, tell us about your calling and why you're pouring into students.
Yes. I mean, I stepped into children's ministry, children family ministry, as the children family ministry pastor more than 35 years ago with the same church, which was pretty amazing run here. But there came a point in my journey that I really felt I wanted to get some additional training, some additional education as I had just kind of stepped into ministry. I said yes because there was a need, but I felt like I needed to be more equipped to lead in that space. So I did get my master's at Bethel in Children and Family Ministry, started there, and then now I've been teaching in the program for 18 years, I think now, that I've been teaching there. I love the opportunity to speak into the next generation of leaders, to give them that solid foundation from which to launch and do ministry. I would also say it keeps me fresh as well. So I get to say, and I get to hear the voices and the challenges and what is happening out in the world of CM. So I love that opportunity to communicate and share with students, not only for their benefit, but for my benefit as well. So it really gives me joy to have that opportunity to speak into the next generation of leaders.
Absolutely. As the roles that we are in, regardless of what institution you're from, we see ministry leaders out there, and they are often a reflection of the institution in which they were trained. And I want to just commend you both, because I've seen some incredible leaders in the various fields, and they represent Bethel Seminary so well. And to be able to take this and make it, is portable the right word? The ability to make it accessible. So with that, I'm just going to jump in and ask Dr. Denise the first question. Describe this D6 certificate in family ministry that we're talking about, because I'm hoping that of the listeners, maybe they say, oh, this isn't for me, but it's for our children's ministry leader, it's for our family minister, our youth pastor. We want them better trained in family ministry. I want them to either think it's either me or somebody else right now on their staff. So I want you to describe that certificate program and the D6 certificate in family ministry, and what are the certificate goals and objectives. Kind of give that listener an overview of, if they go, yes, I'm interested, what kind of give them the talking brochure here.
All right. So the D6 certificate in family ministry really is tailored for those who are interested in going deeper into their understanding of and their practice of family ministry. So we look at what it looks like in a local church to strengthen the family life education that goes on in the church, but also in good D6 fashion, we want to strengthen family nurture in the home. We want to strengthen that partnership between church and home so that it's seamless. And so we are looking at family ministry with that kind of lens, completely in line with the D6 philosophy of family ministry. As we dig into family ministry, we'll look at a variety of family types. I appreciate so much that Ron has acknowledged that there are a variety of families that we're ministering to and with in our churches today. So it's not just the nuclear family with mom and dad and 2 kids and a dog and an SUV or a minivan or a broken down station wagon. But there's all kinds of families that are present in our churches today, and certainly all kinds of families present in our community that we want to reach. So we'll look at a variety of family types and think about what could family ministry look like for those variety of families. And we want to look at very practical models. We have an approach that where we talk about a family ministry pie. We look at 6 different models of family ministry, and we say, every church is going to look different. So how big your slice of that pie for that model will vary depending on what kind of church you're in. So it's very much tailored to the church you're a part of, your calling, your gifting, the unique constellation of your church. And then we'll look at resources that are available. So how do we do this? We do it through a combination of online teaching and learning, as well as face-to-face time together at the D6 conference. The certificate as a whole is 125 hours. So we'll be together online beginning in January 2023, and we'll be doing monthly Zoom calls. We'll be reading books together. We'll be doing Moodle conversations, discussion forums about books. We'll be interacting with each other on a regular basis from January until April. And then in April, we'll meet face-to-face at D6. And then again, we will go back together online to finish off the certificate together. So we have online time, face-to-face time, and then online time. And in those things, there will be a variety of things we'll do. We'll read books together and discuss them. You will assess ministry in your context and do a presentation for others. So we'll get a view of family ministry around the country. You'll be able to develop your own family ministry project that is very specific to your ministry and your interests, and that will benefit the church that you're a part of. So in all of this, we're exploring your own role as a minister to families. We'll explore the biblical, theological, sociological understandings. We'll look at contemporary issues. We'll look at the family life cycle. We'll evaluate family ministry, and you will be equipped and empowered to become an advocate in the church for the family ministry to all families, including those that might be orphaned and single and widowed and divorced and separated and blended families and nuclear families and grandparent-led families and others that I may have missed in this delineation of family types. But we really hope it can be a valuable experience for you to do a deep dive into family ministry, to reflect and to get some input that you might not get in any other way. If you want to take your ministry to families deeper, I think the D6 Family Ministry Certificate is for you or someone on your staff who could benefit from it.
That's perfect. And if you're listening right now, I think you can tell very quickly that this is not your average piece of paper you're going to be able to hang on the wall and go, hey, there's it. No, you're actually going to learn. This is going to be a deeper level. And if I were looking at this, one of the things I like to do is go, okay, I've heard your overview. And I think Dr. Denise just painted that super well. Dr. Deb, let me ask you this. If I were to sign up in the program, what does it look like as far as like, I heard 125 hours. That's a little daunting, okay? Tell me what that program breaks down looking like. What's that flow? You know, you said it's all online. Am I like going to have to give up my entire family time and all my hobbies and everything else? Give me a quick overview there.
Yeah. Let me just share. And Denise went over some of these with you already, but it's a 9-month program. So we start in January of 2023. We will kick off the program. It kicks off with with a Zoom call. So we do a monthly Zoom call with our students every month to go over what went on the month before, what they can look forward to, answer any questions about assignments, that sort of thing. So we start in January and it runs through September. So that's 9 months, but we really have 8 months that you're responsible for being online with coursework. So we take the month of July off So for those of you who are doing summer events and programs, you can kind of plan that that's a good month. You'll have no work in your D6 certificate program at that point. We use Moodle to do our online work. So you will start in September, you will work on Moodle, and Moodle is a platform where you will have discussion forums with your peers around books that you're reading, maybe your project that you're working on, sometimes just to share life on that site. So it's a great place for connection. And you don't have to, there is no certain time you have to be on Moodle. You can do this on your own schedule. So some of you may be morning people and you want to get up and kind of do your work in the morning. Some will be evening people, you do it then. We just have a monthly flow. So by the end of the month, you'll have a module that you work through in that month. But it's really, you can kind of come and go at what time is best for you.
So Dr. Deb, the other thing this also does, continuing on in that same thought, if they sign up to participate in the program, it pays their way to the D6 conference. So they get to take in the conference, but where they would normally pick out their breakouts to go to, they would stay in the track that you're teaching. Not only that, but they get more instruction. Describe the hours they're going to get on site at D6.
Yes, you have, when you're at D6, you're with us for about 14 to 16 hours with face-to-face instruction from your Bethel professors and your Bethel team. In addition, you have all that's offered at the conference. So all your general sessions, any of the other special things that are offered at D6, you participate there. We had asked D6 if we could get at least 6 recordings of other breakouts since you're with us the whole time. And they were very generous in saying not only 6, but we'll give them access to all of the breakouts for your time. So not only you're getting time with the D6 certificate folk and the 14 plus hours of personal face-to-face instruction, but you get access to everything that had gone on at D6, which is a great plus and real benefit for being in the program.
I can say without a doubt, if you sign up for the certificate and you get the instruction from the Bethel instructors and professors, and you get all the breakouts and you attend the main stage, you will get more than any other person attending this conference, hands down. It's not even close. And what I like about it most of all, if you haven't already caught it, you're not only going to walk away with great programming ideas, you're going to walk away with a foundation for the future evaluation of your programming ideas. That's what I love about this incredible program, is it grounds you to make the best decisions for the health and discipleship ministries of your church. That's why we partner. We don't partner with people we don't vet carefully. I hope you hear that. My goodness, Dr. Deb, you've just outlined a lot, packed onto what Dr. Denise said that they get. This thing has to cost a fortune. I mean, this has to be thousands and thousands of dollars. To have multiple professors, and I happen to know behind the scenes, the reason why you can offer this affordably, and maybe I shouldn't say this out loud, but you guys are a grant recipient. And this is the only way you can bring this level of instruction for the price that you're doing it. But tell the participants who are wondering, well, I don't know if this includes me or not. Tell them how much it is, and we'll tell them later where they can go and register for this and get more information. But tell them the cost on this, Dr. Deb.
Yes. The certificate fee is $1,400. This includes the cost of the conference. So that is a part of that. All conference general sessions and activities, 14 plus hours of live personal instruction and interaction with the Bethel professors and the team, access to all breakout recordings, and 8 months of online learning and interaction.
That's right. And those breakouts is probably going to be another 80 hours of optional elective studies that you could dive into, 40% of which will also be earned doctorates in their field of expertise. So this is quite a value, and I hope you understand that. I don't know of any graduate program you can attend that you're not going to be paying at or above what we're discussing here for this caliber of work. Dr. Denise, here's my question to you. We're talking about a certificate program that is represented by Bethel Seminary, but what's the relationship to Bethel Seminary?
Yeah, thank you for asking that. So first of all, just to clarify, Bethel Seminary is the seminary that is a part of Bethel University. It's located in St. Paul, Minnesota. It's 150 years old. And we have a long record of being an important seminary that is recognized in the Association of Theological Schools. And we were the first seminary to offer a degree program in children's and family ministry through this hybrid kind of model. So Bethel Seminary is very much behind the idea of children's ministry, family ministry, and they've been involved in it for decades, literally. So we are so excited now that we have the opportunity to bring Bethel to you in the world where you live. You don't have to come to St. Paul. You don't have to register to be a full-time seminary student, but you get access to a seminary level course by doing this certificate. So Deb and I are both on faculty at Bethel Seminary. She's a graduate of Bethel Seminary. We will use some other facilitators in the program who are graduates of Bethel Seminary's Master of Arts in Children's and Family Ministry degree program. So it's closely linked. We've developed all the curriculum in partnership with Ron Hunter and the D6 team to be reflective of the D6 philosophy. And we're excited to be able to offer you a really robust certificate experience. And here's the frosting on the cake. The certificate stands on its own as of something of great value. But if you should choose to come to Bethel Seminary and enroll in the Master of Arts in Children's and Family Ministry degree, you will get one course credit from what you do in the certificate program that you can essentially get advanced standing in the Bethel degree program by taking this certificate. There is no other opportunity like that I'm aware of where you get advanced standing credit in a nationally recognized accredited Master of Arts in Children's and Family Ministry. So if you sense that God might be calling you to go deeper, even deeper in your leadership development by going to seminary, by taking this certificate, you get advanced standing credit. Now, in our experience, probably most of the people who take the certificate will never come to Bethel Seminary. So this is not a major recruiting tool for us. We really want this to be able to stand on its own. But if perhaps some of the certificate participants want to go on to seminary, we just want you to know there's a great benefit in this because essentially you get one course already credit for your seminary degree by taking this certificate.
Totally agree. And if you guys haven't caught vision for what this can do for your church, lead pastor, if you're listening and you got a staff member or a staff volunteer, this could be the very best investment you could place in their ministry lives, because it's going to cascade down to every other position in your church as well as the families in your church. And you will find other programs out there that might be more affordable and a lot more easy, but let's just talk about the difference in the value, because I think you've heard the value placed, and I can give this the highest endorsement I can think of for wanting to send a staff member to participate and complete this course. Dr. Deb, by now people are wanting, okay, tell me how. I'm sold. Stop talking about it. Tell me how I can come sign up. How do they register?
Yes, I just first wanted to share that if you have any questions or you're wondering about, or I'm not clear on this, I am certainly available to answer any questions you might have. I'm not sure how that gets put in for them to find it, but you will see my email address is Deborah-Moncauskas, get that name, MONCAUSKAS @bethel.edu. And you can send me any direct questions you might have, or I wonder about questions for the program. I'm happy to answer them for you. If you said, okay, I'm ready to sign up, I want to do this, I've got the information I needed, we have a link that is available where you can just go into that link it's at Bethel EDU. You go to that link and you can sign up right there. And as soon as you sign up, I will get a notification that you've signed up. You will get a syllabus with the books listed and how you could begin and get going on this course. So And if any of those are confusing to you, and I know some of you are going, thank goodness for a back rewind button on my podcast right now. I'm back up 30 seconds to get the spelling of Dr. Deb's last name. But let me tell you, the easiest way to also do this is go to d6conference.com, look in our menu bar, click on that academic area, and you're going to see a list of the academic institutions that have participated with us
since the very beginning. And right at the top of that list, you're going to find Bethel, and there's going to be a link there for this certificate program. So it's going to be very easy to get to. And you'll want to check that out. You'll want to explore. But I can tell you, I've sat in on some of the sessions that they have taught. I've been a part of seeing the students come in and out of there. These are high capacity students, and they're high capacity because the teaching is high capacity. And so you'll want to click on that link, explore a little bit further, have questions, but I'm just going to tell you this is very worth your investment of both time and dollars for your church, and it will pay dividends for years down the road. I want to thank Dr. Deb. I want to thank Dr. Denise for being with us on the D6 podcast. We're looking forward to many cohorts coming through this certificate program because it's going to make all of us stronger. It's going to make us all better. And I'm thankful for your instruction and for your leadership.
It's been a joy to be with you. Yeah.
Well, I am so excited about the certificate and all that it has to offer, and the face-to-face coaching component and the boots on the ground. I think one of the things that I love that they said out of all of the benefits of this was the piece of the pie tailored to your church. Those words. You've got me sold on those words.
Exactly.
That who doesn't want a tailor-made, I want somebody to come in, see what's happening, and how can we make family ministry thrive in our context.
That's right. And let me tell you, I have interacted with them in their classrooms. I've been so honored that they have invited me in as a guest speaker over the last 3 or 4 years, one time a semester, to speak to these groups who are going through certificate programs in other places. They are high capacity students who just want to make their ministry better. And I'm blown away because they are really getting seminary level training from multiple speakers, not just one, multiple teachers and professors. They're covering some incredible books that they're reading and they're unpacking together. And as you said, it's all about how does this change your local church?
That's right.
How does it help you with your volunteers? How does it help you with your discipleship ministry, your children's ministry, and your family ministry?
This is just going to be such a powerful thing. And I love the component of coming together at D6 conference where you're going to get to have like real interaction with these experts in ministry. And I think that's an element of care that I think ministry, that's the care element of this that I hear that I love. I'm excited about this. This is definitely an amazing opportunity. And I want to encourage ministry leaders out there that need perspective on family ministry and how to make family ministry thrive inside of their church context. I think this is going to be an incredible opportunity. I do want to say, we say often in terms of resourcing churches and thinking about that, we talk a lot about being resource brokers. You and I, Ron, do, and getting the right resources in the hands of the people that we serve. And so I just wanted to remind everyone right now, we are doing a summer warehouse sale. And while you guys are gearing up to go on your vacation here in August, their long road trips, we want to encourage you to grab some of our favorite family ministry resources. Right now, they're only $5. And you can go to it's store.randallhouse.com. And right there on that homepage, you will see our warehouse sale. Grab some of our favorite resources, and you still have time to prepare for fall ministry.
Yeah, I would think that that's a great way to go at it, Marianne. If they grab one title, read it right now at the end of the summer, and use it to encourage people going into the fall and back into regular school year. This could change the next 9 to 12 months.
And $5. $5.
I know. We don't do this very often.
No.
It's going on right now. Take advantage of it.
Yes.
And this will bless you on your road trips. We always need to be reading and learning. We always need to be taking things in. That's the tone of this entire episode that we have right now. Next week, we're going to be interviewing Sam Luce. Quite a gifted individual. This guy thinks on a deeper level than most people think. And yet he's going to approach it from, and we may as well tell them, how our ministry can look a lot more like Mr. Rogers and less like Disney.
Yes.
So you'll want to tune in to hear that, because super insightful. And I was blown away by how David interacted with this same topic. David, our interviewer. It's a brilliant interview. It's a brilliant interview. Truly, truly. We'll see you next week. Until then, we're praying for you to find heartfelt connections with your family and with the relationships who need Jesus Christ.
You've been listening to the D6 Podcast. You can learn more about D6 at d6family.com.